Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Amy and we are 16 days from Christmas. Isn't that crazy? So I found this right after I finished the last episode when I was telling you guys I couldn't find it, but I found it and it was somewhere that I put it. So la-di-da. All right, so this video is coming out late and probably most of the videos this week are going to be coming out in the evening instead of at noon like normal because I am filming the same day because I'm no longer ahead on my filming. So normally if I can film a day ahead, then that lets me publish by noon, but I let that kind of run out over the weekend. So yeah, so I don't know when this will get uploaded tonight, but I want to say we're live, but we're not live. Gosh, would that be easier to do a live one? But see, the thing is, I wouldn't be able to pay attention to the comments and stuff. So then it would just be probably not, probably not good because the comments probably would not be great. All right, so I do have a couple Temu items to show you before we get into the advent calendars. I just threw this on. This was a work from home day, as you can see with everything. I was nice enough to put on some lipsticks so that you wouldn't have to see my blue lips. But yeah, so let's get started. So this first item, I'm pretty sure I bought for myself, but I am going to give it to my mom in her jewelry box. And it is a set of really pretty pearl bracelets. But yeah, now if you look on Temu, now it says may arrive by Christmas, which means it won't in my mind. So I am looking at some of the things that I purchased for myself that I think she would like, and I think she would like these. It is a pretty set, a pretty, some good variety. And it is a little tight, but she's smaller than me, so that shouldn't be a problem. But I think that's a really pretty set, and it's got gold accent beads and nice. And this will enable me to fill up 4 of her slots. So this is the one that I'm filling for her. So let's just put these away and I'll talk a little while I'm doing that. So yesterday I told you guys I was going to be doing a webinar in the afternoon for getting my a Shopify store set up, so with the intention of selling print-on-demand items. And I think I can link my Etsy shop to it so that I can also sell my Junk for Goats items in there too, which would be my junk journal supplies that I'm selling to purge my stuff. And I've got vintage and antique junk journal papers and stuff that I'm currently selling on Etsy, but will be, I think, selling on Shopify too. And I think, like, there's a fee. I have to pay a fee every time somebody buys something on Etsy. But I think Shopify doesn't quite work that way, but maybe it does, and I just don't know yet because I'm still new. But all right, so we got 4 more spots. But anyway, well, let me get this. Actually, let me tell you what the price was for those bracelets. So I paid a penny, and it's a 4-piece unisex fashion simple pearl bracelet set, faux pearl, in case we thought it was real, for a penny. And it retails today for 94 cents. All right, so the next item I got are these nail, I don't even know what they're called. I guess I could look on my sheet to see what they're called. They are nail art stamp pens. It's a set of 10 is what I got. And new nails art stamping tool assorted flower patterns, DIY nail art tools for women, fragrance-free foot and hand nail care accessories. I paid $6.09 and they retail today. The 10-piece set retails today for $6.56, but you can also get a 6-piece set and a 15-piece set. So I'll just take these out of here. My guess, or my assumption based on watching the video for this, is that you have like a silicone mat or something that you put some gel polish on, and then you dip these little art pens into it, and then you can stamp your nail. So you can see I got all of the dip off, except this one little spot is being so difficult. So I need to get that off tonight. I don't have to go into the office tomorrow because I'm going to be mom sitting later in the afternoon tomorrow, but I want to get these redone because when I have that on, it makes my nails so much thicker, which of course makes them stronger. But it also, so my skin itches all the time. And you guys have commented on the fact that, you know, my skin would be in better shape if I didn't touch it so much. Well, yes, I know, but part of it's habit and part of it's something itches. But when I scratch now without the polish or the dip on it, they're like little razor blades. So not because they're so thin, but just because they're thinner than them with the acrylic dip on them. So yeah, so there's been a couple times I'm like, oh, I probably shouldn't scratch so hard without that on there. So yeah, I guess it doesn't take long to get used to something. But anyway, did I finish saying I think you dip this in gel polish and you stick it on here and then you cure it and then you've got your design. I don't know how successful I'll be. It'll probably be a little while before I try this because I'm still trying to perfect my dip powder game. So, but it seems like a nice set of 10. So let's put it back in the bag so that at least if I lose it, I lose them all together. And move on to the next thing. So then I got an IQ puzzle. Now I love this. See, when I got the puzzle set, advent calendar set for my dad, they put a big sticker on the front. So, you know, usually when you're putting a puzzle together, you've got the picture in the box. There's usually a picture in the box you can use, but then there's also, you can use the box. And that way, if you've got more than one person trying to put it together, there's two. So yeah, so you can't use the box in that corner. Likewise, this, I mean, and they've got one on the back here. Like, really? Like, this is a game. Why does it need, I mean, they've labeled it like it's makeup or food or something. But anyway, it's an IQ puzzle that I don't know exactly how you use it, but there is a user manual on the listing, and only the listing, because everything on the box, if there were instructions on here, they have been lost. But there is also a video on the listing, and I have the link to these products down below in the description. Oh, it comes with a little book. So there you go. But it looks like this. I don't want to tip it too much because these are all individual pieces. So it's kind of like, it reminds me of Tetris, that game where you got to put the certain size pieces in certain directions or whatever. But so there are multiple levels to this IQ puzzle. So level 1 is Pro, and you're trying to make these configurations using the pieces well, I don't know. I don't know if it's the exact same pieces every time. I don't think it is because, well, maybe it is because there's 5. No, those 2 have 4 missing. I was going to say maybe you take out, because see at the bottom, they're showing you what pieces you need, I think. But the only problem is these 2 have 4 unused spaces. All the rest of them have 5. So to me, that says that you can't omit the same pieces every time. So then level 2 is Super Pro, and we're eliminating more. And then level 3 is Champ. Level 4 is Whiz. Level 5 is Expert. Level 6 is Genius. And then there's level 3D or 3D level 1 Whiz. So you're going to build up. Like in the picture, they showed a pyramid that you'd have to build. And then there's a 3D level 2 Expert, 3D level 3 Genius. So my family just got home and they're making an awful lot of noise up there. Hopefully they're okay. But you can see I don't plan to go up there. So it almost seems like they're giving, like I guess I don't understand how to play this because they're all labeled. So I guess you just need to follow the directions for how to play. And maybe it looks like they give you this on the front so you know how to put all the pieces back into the container. So this game, I paid, can you hear that? It's like we've got horses upstairs. That game was free to me, and it is a Wisdom, Pyramid, Intelligence, Magic Bead, IQ Battle, Educational Toys, High IQ, Brain Burning Board Game, 200 levels, Halloween Christmas gift. And it retails for, come on, my phone is, okay, I was gonna say my phone has stopped working. What is going on? Stop it. I really, really hate when technology doesn't work like it's supposed to. It's, okay, yeah, whatever. Okay, it's currently 5:51, and here's an example where they've made a pyramid. So, yeah, it should keep, if you've got kids or grandkids, it should keep them occupied for a little bit as long as they have an attention span of some sort, which anymore with kids, that's getting harder and harder. All right, next I have a pretty white sweater. This one actually is white. I have a habit of ordering white sweaters and they show up apricot color. But this is a super soft knit. These have also been few and far between in a lot of the clothes I've been getting. But it is a pretty kind of cross neck sweater with our favorite brown buttons, which look okay in this application. And then we've got a pretty big cuff at the bottom. Same with the sleeves, which is nice in case they are a little bit long and that it matches this. This is stitched here, which is nice. And after I got that blue, that light blue one that crosses like this, now I kind of like that design because I really didn't think it was going to fit, and then it did, and it fit actually pretty decent. So I thought I'd try this. But yeah, it looks pretty. Is it see-through? Probably a little bit. So we'll have to see. I may have to wear a cami or something with it. And technically you could wear a turtleneck or something with it. I don't know that I got a big enough size to do that with, but this one I think I got a 1X or maybe a, well, let's see. Let's see what I got before I just say. I got an XL. So that means it was on the women's side. And normally I get an XXL on the women's side, but lately some of those things have been just a slight bit too big. And for something like this that was crossing over, I don't want it to gape, you know. So I did go with a smaller size, but we'll see if that works out. But I paid $16.99. I got 2 price adjustments. It's called a surplice neck button decor sweater, elegant sleeveless sweater. Well, it had sleeves for spring and fall women's clothing. And it is retailing for $21.18. It also comes in navy blue, but I wouldn't really call this a navy blue. It seems more like a denim color almost, but it's pretty. So if I like this white one, okay, so it comes in sizes small to XL, but XL is now sold out at the moment. So it's just small, medium, and large. But the navy blue one's only $10.61 compared to the $21.18 of the white. So big difference there. So I learned on my little webinar yesterday that black t-shirts are the most popular. White mugs are the most popular. So what do I have? I have a black t-shirt. This is the last item before we get into the advent calendars. This one is one that I got one for everybody in the family. And I'm not sure that that's going to fit all of us. And I got different sizes, and I'm only showing one here. But I think this one might be, well, I don't know. But it's Crows Before Bros, support your local murder. So since our last name is Crow, this is going to be our family shirt. This actually feels like cotton. It is. It's 100% cotton. This was local warehouse. And it only went up to 3X. And this was a unisex shirt, but it only went up to 3X. So I'm not sure that Jason's will fit. He prefers to have his kind of baggier. We do have some extra kind of stuff going on here. Some weird, I don't know, it may just be that some loose thread got caught up in the sewing. But actually the decal is pretty nice. It feels nice. And of course I like the message. So yeah, but it's a black t-shirt. Now I prefer the heathered gray, the dark gray. But apparently, statistically speaking, people prefer black t-shirts, and my husband would definitely agree with that. So when I was doing the webinar yesterday, this is Wholesale Ted, is the YouTube channel that I signed up to do this with. And I really like her. Her name is Sarah, and I like her presentation. She's from New Zealand, and I like her. But this webinar, it was a replay of a webinar. And apparently, from what I could tell, it looks like maybe it's 3 years old at this point. So I ran into some problems because it was the kind of thing where she was going to do it, and you could either do exactly what she did, because she was providing all of the image files, so you could set up like a fake store, or you could, if you had your own images, you could set up your own. And so I was going to do my own, but because some of the like interfaces on the website, like the Shopify website, are a little bit different because it's been 3 years, things weren't quite in the same place. And so even though I used to be an applications director, so I really do deal with technology application wise. I have a pretty good success rate with that. But this webinar, you couldn't pause it. So she's like doing these things and she's like waiting a little bit, but because it's different, you know, she needs to update her material. But yeah, so I got to the point where I was behind enough that I just stopped and I just listened for the rest of it. And then after that, then she sent out a bot sent out a copy of the replay that I can watch for a limited period of time. I don't know what that limited period of time is, but I can pause it. So I'm going to start going through that tonight and whatnot. But I did at least get my Shopify store created and I got my domain purchased, which means that my shopname.com is available. And so that will be my thing. So now it's just a matter of starting to load up things that I want to sell. And I've got the one tea design that I want to sell. But like with this Crows Before Bros shirt, if for some reason it doesn't fit, well, shoot, I can just go and create my own because the name of my shop is going to be Crow and Compass. And so I can just create, that would be a perfect shirt for my shop. I would not use the same picture or the same fonts, obviously, but my own version of that. And then that I think I can get up to like 5XL or 6XL, you know, so that might end up being a better plan anyway. But yeah, so I'm kind of excited, you know, I'm hoping to launch the store on January 1st. And I'm hoping that gives me enough time to get my Etsy stuff in so that if, regardless of where people buy it from, the overall quantity is correct, and hope to get some more images created that I can then put on stuff. So I'm curious, maybe I've asked this already, and not because I'm expecting you guys to buy anything. I'm not saying that. But I'm curious if when you buy things, like what kind of things do you buy? So like in our webinar, we created a t-shirt, a hoodie, a tote bag, stickers, a mug, and a notebook. Did I say notebook already? Well, if I didn't, there were 6 things. So yeah, and there's, well, I don't know if hundreds is right, but there's so many different things that you can put your designs on. So I'm just curious, you know, what kind of things do you like to see designs on? But I guess t-shirts and mugs are the most popular, but I want to do more than that. All right, so Advent calendar time. We're going to start out with the bucket list today. See what kind of activity maybe you can do tomorrow, since you'll be seeing this kind of late. Oh, well, maybe not. Drink hot chocolate, or drink hot cocoa to be more precise. Yeah, I could definitely do that one. And I've got several Tirani syrups I could put in there. Got some cinnamon and some vanilla, hazelnut. Oh, and chocolate. Well, I wouldn't need chocolate because it's already chocolate. But I need some amaretto because that's my favorite. All right, next we'll do our movie marathon. See what movie maybe you guys might want to watch. 16 days to go. Home Alone. Okay, yep, one of my favorites. I love, love, love this one and Home Alone 2. Now, my family has watched through Home Alone 5, I think, and if 5 is the last one, I can't remember if they've gone up to 6 or not, but whatever the last one they did was not terrible. It wasn't as good as the first 2, but like 3 and 4 were terrible. So, all right, let's see if we get a trivia or a summary. Joe Pesci, Harry, deliberately avoided Macaulay Culkin, Kevin, on set because he wanted Culkin to think he was scary. Now, I have heard that before, and that's funny. I wonder if they've ever gotten to talk to each other like, you know, like now, you know, so where they're both adults and that might be a fun conversation to watch. All right. Next, we will do our Temu slime calendar. And we are looking, which are we? We're looking for 9 because today is the 9th. So that means we have a slime. Okay, well, now that I don't have my gel polish or my dip powder, now I'm afraid of actually breaking my nail, my real nail. So let's use this spoon that I brought down for my jam later. Tear this open. Yeah, when I have the dip powder on, man, I feel invincible with those nails. Even after they cracked, I felt invincible. All right, so this one we've got Amethyst Frostbite, and this one looks like a gel one, like the blue one that we got a couple days ago. So I'm not going to open this yet because the sooner I open it, the less length it will last once it starts getting the air in. But yeah, so this one's a kind of a clear one. But yeah, I love those. I would definitely get this box again. All right, so the infamous cat calendar. So I opened, what, 3 things yesterday. I put the leash, not the leash, the collar in the giveaway, the donation bag. And then the mouse that had that weird tail. Oh, and it was a squeaker. You guys were probably yelling at me. It was a squeaker. It was a squeaker, which I don't think cats like squeakers, but maybe you have a cat that does. Mine don't. But Peanut liked the tail, the weird tail, the rubbery tail on it, but played with it like once and that was it. It wasn't the kind that you could bat around really. And then the wand, they liked it, but it would have been better if it had had things kind of hanging off, or if there had been multiple ribbons and it just had the one ribbon. So, I mean, they'll play with that one if we play with them with it, but it was not anything spectacular. So I would definitely not buy this box again. All right, so this time, okay, that's a positive that it does that, but it's in a rough burlappy twine rope kind of thing. So Peanut likes it when they shake like this, and she likes the feathers, but she likes the soft, so she can kind of bite it and squeeze it, and you can't really do that with this one. So I don't know what'll happen with this. And I don't know if these have any kind of catnip aspect to them. That would help. But this is at least better than the majority of things we've gotten so far. So I won't complain too much. And then next is Tea Forte. This was an Amazon one. And I've been enjoying these. I really do love this tea brand. My favorite tea brand is probably, it would have been David's Tea before they closed all their, I mean, they didn't have a shop by me, so I had to order anyway, but that used to be my favorite. Now it would probably be between Tea Forte or Harney & Sons. I really like Harney & Sons, but so this one we've got Jasmine Green. I love jasmine. When I was growing up, I loved Chinese restaurant tea, but I couldn't figure out what kind of tea that was. And somehow I came, I don't know. I don't know if I was just trying, where was my, where were my parents that they could have told me what kind of tea it was? But at some point in there, I tried jasmine tea, and I felt like the jasmine tea kind of tasted a little bit like it. So I think some Chinese restaurants do use jasmine. Some use oolong. And obviously jasmine green tea is a much lighter tea than the oolong would be. But they look like this. It has a really nice floral scent to it. So I will enjoy this one. And it's silly, but I really like that. I really like the shape of these, and that it's got the little wire here, so that it's really annoying when the whole tea bag and string falls in to the water, even though you can wrap the string around the handle or whatever. I like that better. Unless you have a really deep tea mug, and then the whole thing would probably be submerged, and that wouldn't be very good. All right, next we have Amazon's W7 Beauty Blast. This one's been pretty good so far. Oh, we have a nice kind of a bigger box today. I do like these boxes. I said that, but I do. And I think this box, well, I think it was only like, it was either $19.99 or $29.99. Yeah. Okay, well, it's a pretty color, and it's nice. And actually, this is about all the hair I have, so it's probably perfect for me at this point in time. But yeah, and it actually feels like a pretty good quality one as well. But again, not really a beauty product of theirs. Like, I expect that to be makeup or skincare. Once you just start giving me plastic, then I don't know. I'm sure that's why it was cheaper, right? Help keep the cost down by putting some things like that in it. But I'll still use it at some point. All right, next we've got our Amazon Lindt Chocolate Teddy Bear one. Although so far all we've gotten we got that one rectangle, but then everything else has been the round, tiny Lindt truffle balls, which I'm not complaining. I do really like those. And we've got another one. Now, I will say, I wish that there have been a lot of these red ones, and so far they've all been the same, just plain milk chocolate. So I wish that they had more variety in here, because I know they have lots of different flavors. So why are there so many of these, I would ask. But again, this one was probably only like $10, so. But I've been kind of surprised that we've not seen more of the squares. All right, and then we have our other tea advent calendar, Puka teas. These have been really strong, vibrant teas. And 9. Aha. Ooh. Well, actually, this will probably be okay. The little saying is, feel soothed and at your best with this delicious after-dinner helper. So this one will help with digestion. We've got peppermint and licorice. It's in a really pretty, I like these colors together. And once again, we've got a sweet and deliciously refreshing thrill. And it is herbal, so you can boil your water and you can steep it for as long as you want. With the green tea, I don't think this one says, does it? well, I didn't tell you. It says rare, exceptional Chung-Hao tea scented with jasmine flowers. So you need, it's very easy on the internet to find out how long to steep your green tea and at what temperature your water should be boiled to. So I have one of those teapots that you can set what temperature you want it to go to. And I got specifically for drinking tea. So yeah, so this will be nice. Peppermint and licorice. I do like licorice. It's an acquired taste. I acknowledge that. But yeah, I do imagine that would be really good after eating dinner. All right, so this has been, I'm glad I got this one too. And next we've got our Temu jewelry bracelet one. And this one we got a pretty house, or the pretty red enamel house. So put it on our bracelet here. So I guess this is no surprise, but I guess people at work have been complaining about the new insurance prices, which I kind of wanted to do too. I totally understand how it works and why it's more expensive, but it's still hard. And so I guess I'm not the only one that's felt that way. So there was an email that went out today that explained why the prices went up and how, you know, they haven't gone up really for the last several years. So unfortunately, just like everything else in the world, the prices have gone up. But it is still tough to swallow. And, oh yeah, I keep that over here. But I felt a little vindicated that I wasn't being unreasonable with my thoughts of it being too expensive. I mean, it's so weird to me that they've priced it, well, not my company, that the insurance company has priced it to make the PPO more enticing than the HSA. Like normally the HSA is like a cheaper plan because it's a higher deductible. And in this case, I don't know if it's just United Healthcare. Is that the company that also services the Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act? Is it the same company? I don't know. But yeah, normally the HSA is so much cheaper. Plus you can sock money away pre-tax for that. So the fact that they've made the PPO look better, I'm like, dang it, I don't want to do the PPO. Because we have medications, I like hitting the deductible in January or February and not having to pay anything for the rest of the year for my family's health care. So I guess now it's just going to cost me an extra $400 a month to do that, which is crazy. All right, next we've got our puzzles. So these have all been the same, right? Not exact. Well, I don't know. I hope it's not the exact same trick because so far they've mostly been two identical pieces of metal put together that you have to separate. And like, where's the challenge? I feel like there should be some that are different than that. So at some point when we go through and try to figure out how these work, I sure hope that it's not the same answer for all of them, because if it is, then this was not worth it. Except for the fact that you could have multiple people working on one of these at a time. There's that, I guess. All right, and my nose is starting to get red, although I put some foundation on it before I started this, but yeah, it's starting to pulsate. All right, so next we've got this glorious Pop Feel advent calendar, which has been such a dud, and I don't think I would buy this one again. Where, you know, this is when I'm like wishing I'd gotten the eel. I wish there had been an eel ho one, because I didn't get to do that one last year. So, all right. Feels like we've got some kind of a little palette in here, maybe. So, obviously, if you're still here, you're still here. But I wonder how many people leave the video come the advent calendar time. Like, is this super boring for everybody? But I feel like for me, at least, even though we're seeing this, like I have the same calendars every day, we're still seeing different things that I wouldn't necessarily buy. So I feel like it's adding a little bit of intrigue. So anyway, this looks like, is this blush or is it lips? It's very bright if it's blush. I don't know. It's not lips. So it is I mean, it's actually not terrible. I mean, it seems like it would be terrible, but it's actually not as bad as, it blends pretty well. So might be a nice way to add some actual kind of pink to your cheeks instead of a more neutral color. Like when I'm wearing my bright pink sweater, this might be good for. So I'll probably keep this and give it a try. Unless I decide it looks like a clown, and then, well, that'll go in the girls bucket. All right, so we're down to our last one, which one is it? Yes, it is the spread one. Bon Maman, my favorite. And because I haven't tried, I opened 2 yesterday. I'm going to try all 3 of them today for you because I didn't take them upstairs yet, so they're still here. And I have a spoon this time, so we will try them all. But I love this box. And you're looking for 9. Oh, okay. So there are definitely similarities to a lot of these. So this one is rhubarb spice spread. I love how, like, rhubarb's not very popular in the States, but I love it. And I think it's really popular in England and maybe France too, since that's where this comes from. I always smell them. They never really smell like much. All right, so we've got a nice golden color again. It's got the pulp. I don't think it'd be called pulp, but it's got the pulp from the rhubarb in it. Rhubarb always, to me, looks like red celery. And it's weird to me that they're not related. I don't think they're related. But yeah, so that's really good. The spice, I think, is cinnamon. I'm not tasting any other spice, but let's see. It may say on here. No, it doesn't. Oh, wait, maybe it does. Rhubarb, sugar, brown cane sugar. Oh, well, it does have more spices. So the spices are cinnamon, coriander, anise, cumin. I didn't realize people used cumin in sweet applications, and ginger. So I feel like I can taste the cinnamon, but I don't know what anise tastes like. I'm not a fan of coriander, you know, because that is the cilantro family, or cilantro, the seed of cilantro. But I mean, I like cumin and chili. But yeah, that was good. But I can't tell you, I can't say that I actually could taste those other spices. All right, now this one is the wild blueberry maple syrup one. I don't like maple, but maybe the maple will be delicate. I really do like blueberry, and this is the first berry one. There's been a shocking lack of berries. Oh, well, this one is very, this one's like a jelly. So I can't really show it because it's like wet. Oh, yeah, no. The maple is very present in that one. Ugh. Okay, well, that by far is the worst one that I've had. Okay, I already tried that one. Okay, this is the other one I didn't try. Lemon elderflower. Oh, man. Oh, that was not good. My little Vitamita Vegemin moment. Okay. This one had some, oh, this one's kind of wet on the top too. Let me drain some of that off. But it's again a golden color because it's lemon. That one's excellent. Really good lemon flavor. Now, the elderflower, I don't know if elderflower would actually taste like a flower, but there is kind of a floral element to that. But it's a really good lemon, and it's got lemon rind in it, so, or zest in it. So that's a really good. Sugar, lemons, water, brown cane sugar, elderflower extract, and fruit pectin. So, and most of these jars are good till 2026. Well, not after I've opened them, but yeah. So, okay. Well, that brings us to the end of the episode. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I don't know, I don't know if I don't know when you watch these videos. So I don't know if some of you, like watching them at lunch, if you're, I guess, in my same time zone when I put them up at noon. So I apologize if you are used to watching me earlier in the day, because it may be a week before I can get ahead again one day so that I can be posting them earlier in the day. But hopefully this won't air too late for you. And if it does, then I'll see you tomorrow when you get on. But thank you for sharing your time with me and for supporting me in all my, I don't know. Well, it's nice to have days at home where you don't have to do anything, right? Except work, but So thank you for stopping by. Thank you for listening to me ramble about my store plans and my dreams and my goals. And hopefully that'll be successful. If I can find the right way to market that to people. I don't know how people find that kind of thing, because I definitely don't want to pay for that advertising. So I'll have to find free ways to do that, whether it's, I don't know, sharing it on my Facebook page, or I guess I'm going to have to create an Instagram page, get on X. I don't know. I don't know that anybody would even see it, right? But that's what it is for a brand new business. So thanks. Thanks for listening to me. And I appreciate reading your kind comments. And I appreciate you subscribing and liking and sharing and all that good stuff. So wherever you are, whenever you are, I hope you're having a great day. And until we meet again, take care of yourself. Bye.